from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things: rebounding, defense, hustle points. But he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Irving against Lillard. Irving kicks to Smith. Takes the three. And the basket good. Smith's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game, and I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And what a tremendous game for Aminu. Already with 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. Good on the second free throw. Portland was just fantastic at home last season. We expect that, though, of this team, Greg. 32-9. It was packed each game.
And Kevin, of that 32-win mark, how about that was the 4th best in the entire league? You don't win your division without winning at home, and Portland definitely took care of business.
And the shot is good. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
So for the Trailblazers, Davis comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu, and Krabs subbed in for Maurice Harkless. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Davis. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time. To do it, continue to attack that rim.
The Cavaliers trail by 9.
Well, I tell you what, this ain't as though Portland is always good at home. It was 2007 when they last had a losing record in this building. Even when they're down overall, they're always tough at home.
Well, I like the setup there. LeBron with the nice pick.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Dishes it to Plumlee. One in the first quarter. And that one's good. Davis has got his second bucket.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot. And unfortunately, guys, for Portland, they didn't have home court advantage in the playoffs. As great as they were at home all year, it could have made a big difference for them in the postseason.
Fry with the ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far. And the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Greg, they've been out of sync since the opening tip. I mean, they've got to take better care of the ball.
Leonard, he's checked in for Portland. Henderson comes in for McCollum. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. And Shumpert in there for Irving.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Trailblazers leading by 11. Here's Leonard, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Lets it go from deep. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Now, here's Lillard. Top of the key. And again, it's Portland converting.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense. The miscues continue. That's their 5th of the game.
And not the way, guys, you want to start a game. The turnover is now becoming an issue.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov.
That's his first personal foul.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Crabbe. Plenty of space. And that one's good. Crabbe's got his first bucket in this one.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point.
We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and you know the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team. But we have to control it from a standpoint that we have to play off each other.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, 2 guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
You know, you can tell right now this team's on the same page. They are right where they want to be offensively.
Well, finding scores on time and on target with your passes, it makes scoring the ball easy for them.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Amon Shumpert is out there with Channing Frye, and it's Thompson in at the center position. Smith, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Portland did a lot of things right last year in their 51-win season. The one constant for them was how they Greg play defense.
You know, Kevin, they were good all season long in terms of staying focused on that side of the ball. Really made sure to challenge every shot, and with their length and reach, they should be a factor defensively.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Plumlee is checked in for Myers Leonard, and McCollum subbed in for Lillard. Irving drives in. One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Yeah, you know, as you said, Portland challenged every shot last season. They were a top 10 team in limiting opponents' shooting percentage. They were also best